this is Rolf from Tesla Owners US, and now we finally want to go to the falls, but this time to a different falls, and I'll tell you the story why we couldn't make it to these falls.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for.
So yesterday we were on the way to the Grand Falls, and the sky was getting darker and darker, and they had estimated there would be a rain, but it was really worse as expected. So there were extensive flood warnings, and some part of the highway where the RV park is really got flooded. So we had to turn around, and we went to the highway and went to the city here in Flagstaff, to the old town, and close to the highway to the old Route 66 and to the corresponding train station there. There's a train going through. It's very interesting. But we couldn't make it there, and I can put you some pictures in about how it was really heavily raining. It was so rainy, so bad raining that some people went to the right side of the emergency road on the highway and stopped there and didn't keep driving. So we escaped that, because when it's so muddy, even when you have an SUV, you will not go through. So you will not come through, and I don't want to get stuck there and don't get out, so we had to change plans. And now we're going to the Syracuse Falls. Also nice, we have great weather. It's a little cloudy, but it's okay, but there's no forecasted rain. So we are on I-40, and then we go to Parks Road and exit there. And we have to go a little bit to the countryside. Sunday trucks. In Germany it's differently, so you can only drive on Sundays if you have a perishable food. Here the trucks can drive all the time. Kick was driving there, for example. It's business 40, and it's very light, hilly pine trees. It stopped raining. This road is okay. It's a little winding in the mountains, but it's paved. So let's hope that's all the way like that, but I doubt that this is the case. Not paved anymore. It's a primitive road, they tell us here. And you can hear it also. At least it's a little firm and not floody. So we keep going. Called Garland Prairie Road, and still dirt road. In between was pavement, but now it's wieder again dirt road. Okay, now we have to go towards the forest. So after primitive road, now comes rough road, and there was a little incident here by the fire department. We had to wait. Now we're going the rough road. It's going to be another 3 miles for the rough road. We finally arrived here, and that's the parking lot just not far away from the Sycamore Falls. And we have a little walk to do, and then we arrived. We arrived at the falls, but there's no water. And there's a little bit water. Let me see if I can recognize it from here. So when you look down there, you see there's a little tiny pond. And then here's the creek where the water is coming from. And yeah, and the lighter areas is actually probably where the water falls because it's calcium from there. I try to get you a better picture from the opposite side.
Oh, is there? Yeah. Daddy, he's walking down.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Daddy, Xander's walking right to you.
Clock.
That worked. Should have walked down into it. That's what I plan on doing.
So this is the right place. This is where the falls are. As you can see. You can see nothing. Should be the falls. There's some water down there. From the rain from yesterday, probably. Yeah, that was a nice tour. And then we returned to the RV spot. But in between we charged up at the supercharger in Flagstaff as much as we could. So now we're gonna get ready to leave for the return home. So we are declining elevation. It was 6,000 elevation. We were over 7,000 elevation. And we are going towards the evening.
Arrived at your destination.
Last supercharger stop. And only one. All the way to the left. Hello, now it's already the next day and we arrived late in the evening, or later in the evening. It was already dark, so that's why it's the next day and doing the final review of the trip for that as well. It was quick, we only had to charge one time, so basically it was downhill and then we went all the way flat to New River. There's the charger from the front, so that we can charge there. I asked the gentleman there to move his car one over, because I think less than half was used. And that's a typical story. If you are on the same number and one of them is on A, the other one is on B, you should go to another one which you have your own full number available, if possible. That's not in the V3 chargers for 250 kilowatt. I think they are splitted by 4 for 1 megawatt, and that it's splitted by 4 times 250. But that's in this case. And he moved over then after a couple of minutes, and we could charge quick. And then we went home. So now the total trip, the trip of the day, of the daily trip back, was the following. It was 113 kilowatt used, 115 miles driven down from Flagstaff, 713 watt per mile. We drove a little faster, and now also in the total trip was 440 miles. We drove a couple of times back and forth with the car alone, 697 watts per mile, 306 kilowatt. All of the charging was thankfully free. I have one of those Model X's which still came with free supercharging, and that is a cool thing. And the other one is on the RV park. when you plug in on a 50 amp, you will be free as well. So no additional fuel cost. That's the awesome thing there. And the other awesome thing is that you're still watching it. And thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then I'm following you with a couple of pictures as well. Nice pictures for the trip. Bye bye.